What's up, gamers? DreamcastGuy here, and today I want to talk about the Xbox Games Showcase that's happening in just a couple days because I feel like there is a tremendous amount of pressure on this event. I think it can't just be good, it can't just be great. This needs to be perfect. And I want to explain why, because at this point, it feels like a lot of Xbox fanboys are completely giving up on the brand. I mean, the last couple months have been filled with news like every Xbox exclusive is coming to the PlayStation 5, they're closing studios, talks about the Xbox being so underpowered and sales being so low. A lot of studios are straight up just not even wanting to put games on Xbox. But let me break down why this showcase is specifically so vital. Are you ready? Here we go. Hi, hope you're having a great day. If you could, please give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Look, I'll actually make you guys a deal. If this video happens to get 3,000 likes before the showcase, I'll actually live stream my reaction to it over here on YouTube. So if it happens to be really good, well, chat can laugh at me. But this is coming up on Sunday at 10 a.m. This is going to be a double feature. We're going to get the Xbox Game Showcase and the Call of Duty Direct. Now, I noticed that this is definitely getting some extra pressure because Summer Games Fest sounds like it's not going to be very good this year. And so all the heads of Xbox, from Aaron Greenberg and Phil Spencer, they're all chiming in and saying, hey, this is the thing to watch. In fact, right after the event, Phil Spencer is sitting down for an extended interview with IGN. Now, let me start with the fact that I actually think this is a bad sign. We have seen a huge amount of silence, specifically from Phil Spencer, after all the bad news has been coming out. Like the fact that Arcane and Tango got shut down. Ever since then, we have heard literally zero from Phil Spencer, and I think this is going to be a very controlled PR statement. I think it's going to come out and try and basically spin the fact that Xbox is not yet dead. Microsoft isn't just picking them apart for extra bits of raw profits. But beyond this, part of the inspiration is that I've noticed a lot of the most dedicated Xbox defenders seem to be laser focused on how this event will affect the future of Xbox. Like, this is Paris. Now, I'm not insulting the guy, but he is a person that is very quick to defend anything that Xbox does for the most part. I mean, anything they do, porting games, getting rid of exclusives, jacking up prices, no matter what, he loves it. But he was saying, I am genuinely intrigued by the Xbox Showcase. This year feels like a pivotal moment for the brand, and as a gamer, what to expect the rest of this generation and moving forward towards the next one. I'm sure we'll see a bunch of great games, but in my opinion, the bigger questions will be about the future of their hardware, services, and platform strategies. I'm excited for answers next week. Now, he basically follows up and says, hey, don't spin this for a negative. I'm saying I'm excited and that this pivotal moment is a positive, but I think it's difficult not to read the tension in this tweet. The fact that, honestly, I'm not sure we're even going to get future Xbox hardware. Like, there is talks that they have already developed the next Xbox Series console. There is talks that they're working on some sort of their own version of the Steam Deck. Like, they're going to have some sort of like Xbox handheld that plays Game Pass. But I think that seeing their past actions, this year, 2024, has been so bad for Xbox, from absolutely super rock bottom game sales, the fact that their exclusives are just not being played by anybody, like Hellblade being at 185 concurrent players. Not even 1,000 people in the world are playing this on Steam is completely bonkers. But I've also noticed a lot of Xbox people now are just trying to defend it, saying, hey, our games are good. Our studios are badass. Stop trying to tear down Xbox. Now, part of my thing here is that I want to be excited about Xbox. I think that some of their projects have just unlimited potential. Like, two of the things I actually hope we see the most at this Xbox Game Showcase are Avowed and Indiana Jones, but for opposite reasons, which is that Avowed has already won me over. It looks like very colorful Skyrim. As a guy who's played Skyrim and beat it like 50 billion times, just give me new Skyrim and I'm happy. And Indiana Jones, I think it just doesn't look that great, but I'm not a big Indiana Jones fan, so I want to see more gameplay to explain why it's going to be so great. But I almost feel like this slate, this set of games, Towerborn, Age of Mythology, more flight simulator updates, is this really the future of Xbox? Is this really a $3 trillion company? Like, Microsoft is worth trillions of dollars and they're just putting out updates for Flight Simulator? Okay, but I think part of the reason that this is just so talked about is something CryoBrow said here. I feel like he nailed it. The Xbox Game Showcase is prominently connected with Call of Duty. It's talked about Black Ops Direct everywhere I look. Many eyes will be on the showcase, even by people that probably are not yet playing in the Xbox ecosystem. Call of Duty is a very casual game. I've said that in the past, that even though it is one of the most mainstream releases ever, it's super profitable, it's super giant. I always think that there are separate kinds of games. There's games that are more niche, that are more artsy or in-depth, stuff with crazy leveling systems or intricate climbing or whatever. Those games are not going to have the same mainstream appeal that Call of Duty does. Call of Duty is one of those games that I feel like everybody knows about it. Grandmas know about it. It's just one of those things that's very ubiquitous. It was definitely smart on Xbox's behalf to make this the Xbox Call of Duty showcase, but this extra amount of pressure, of attention, I wonder if this will pay off in a positive sense or a negative sense. Like, if that extra attention is just going to make more casual fans realize how bad of a position that Xbox is in. Now, we don't know the length of the Xbox showcase. A lot of their previous ones have been about 2 hours long. I think this one's probably going to be about 2 hours long. I think it's going to be an hour of Xbox and an hour of Call of Duty. But I feel like if it's not 10 out of 10 perfect, people are just going to remember all the things that Xbox has done wrong. When I see tweets like this from CryoBrow and from other extremely dedicated Xbox fans, like, this is an Xbox fan account and it's straight up just highlighting the failures of Microsoft. The fact that they just continue to screw over their people that are trying to buy their games, to play their games, or in a lot of cases, even the people that are making their games. It sucks. I think that Microsoft needs a W to counteract the fact that everybody is talking about how bad Xbox is. Underpowered systems, unfinished games, boring experiences. My cat is meowing. If I'm being just brutally honest here, it feels like over the course of the last few years, Xbox has been just constantly over-promising and under-delivering. They're always saying that their next game will be the best, that the next year will be good, that the next generation will be more powerful, and it never comes to fruition. The Xbox 360 era was dang perfect, where so many of those exclusives would actually influence the entire game market. The Xbox 360's integration to the internet and early Xbox Live, creating some of the first viral indies. It's sometimes sad to think about the fact that Xbox has so much funding, so much size, and yet somehow is worse than ever. The Xbox showcase needs to get them back on track. This isn't just about talking about Doom. This isn't about some big RPG. My point now is that when is the last time Xbox released a true Game of the Year contender? Like, you could go like, oh, I really love Forza. Think about it. Freaking Sony and Nintendo are dropping constant bangers. Sony and Nintendo are dropping huge Zeldas and Spider-Man and freaking Last of Us getting 80 billion awards, and that's why they re-released it like 80 billion times. My point is the fact that Xbox, show us why we should care. At this point, I think that to be honest, I think that the Xbox Game Pass is going to completely collapse. It's just not worth even caring about. Just buy the games on freaking PlayStation 5. They're going to run better there anyways. But these have just been some off-the-cuff thoughts. What do you think about the current state of Xbox? And is this really even worth caring about? Or is this just time to give up and stop even talking about this dumpster fire? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and please keep dreaming. What a friggin' mess. Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.